We do not have a 24-hour sun in the south.
The 24-hour sun in Antarctica doesn't work on a flat Earth. On a flat Earth, you can't have a 24-hour sun, a midnight sun in Antarctica. And I totally agree.
In the Flat Earth model, we say there isn't a 24-hour sun in the south, and there isn't.
There is no midnight sun in Antarctica.
Well, hi everyone, this is Bob the Science Guy, and today we're going to continue our series on the Flat Earth response to the final experiment. Now, over the last few days, we've been looking at Nathan Oakley's channel, where he's been interacting with Austin Whitsitt, who was one of the 4 Flat Earthers on the team that went down to Antarctica, and with his own panel trying to get the troops in line. Today we're going to take a little different tact. We're going to look at another Flat Earther, a well-known Flat Earther by the name of David Weiss, or Deep in the Rabbit Hole. Now, while Nathan's interaction with Whitsitt and his panel has been rather toxic, David Weiss is taking a different tact. He's trying to become the Flat Earth Diplomat. So let's have a look at a couple of clips from his recent video where he tries to curry favor with both sides of the argument in order to bolster his own position.
All right, let's talk about TFE for a quick minute here. TFE stands for the final experiment, according to Will Duffy, but it's not an experiment and it's not final. It's an observation of the sky. Most Flat Earthers have been claiming for years that there is no 24-hour sun in the sky for many reasons. Cut webcam footage, 3 fake videos. We don't say they're fake because we say they're fake. We say they're fake because they're provenly fake. There's tons and tons of reasons that we all believe that, and it made sense. But they went down there. They saw, Austin Whitsitt and Lisbeth saw a circling sun in the sky. Now, here's the question you have to ask. First thing is to take off the table. They're in a green screen studio. Bull crap, not true, no green screen. And for those of you saying that there was a green screen because of that glitch on Will's video, I'm going to show you again exactly how it happened, right?
Now, Weiss, as you well know, is in the intro to this video, making it very clear that there can be no 24-hour sun in Antarctica on the flat Earth. Now he's trying to backpedal a little bit on that. First, he's trying to justify why they believed it and why they were justified in doubting the overwhelming evidence that had been presented to them prior to going down to Antarctica. And then he kind of grudgingly accepted the fact that, well, they did go and that's what happened. But the Earth is still flat because they've got other proof of the flat Earth. But more importantly, he's addressing some of the claims made by Flat Earthers, specifically that the Antarctic trip was done inside of an LED studio, as Eric Dubay has claimed, or that there was a fake sun or a reflection, as others have claimed. But also he's trying to appease the debunker community by making it clear in no uncertain terms that there was no green screen. And he's going to address the green screen or chroma key glitch that occurred in one of the videos. Let's see what he has to say.
And here is what happened. So right now, I have my green screen studio turned on, but I don't have a green screen. This is real. Touch it. To move it. Right? This is real back here. Right? Here's my, well, there's a bottle. So that's real, but my green screen studio's on. And you see a little glitch right here. Something's going on there. So I have a green patch. I'm going to put it right on where that guy had his, and as he moves around, this is all you saw. This is it. And then there was a weird shadow that came over. I tried to make a shadow. I got too many lights here. And the shadow looked weird. That's because it made it less green, and then it glitched out and it showed the shadow. So this is all that you saw. You just saw the guy moving around. This is the background. That's it. So if you made a video, listen, we have tons of proof. We also can make judgment mistakes. So if you made a video about this, take it down and say, oh, you know what? I didn't know that. Now I know how a green screen works. If I didn't use a green screen, I might have been jumping all over that one too, but here it is. So this is exactly what you saw. I'll show you the video again of what Will showed, and then compare it to what you're seeing right now as I move around. That's it. All right. So Earth is flat. The final experiment is nothing to do with the shape of the Earth. It's an observation of the luminaries in the sky, in the heavens above, literally the heavens above. And if you think that man can figure out what's going on in God's creation up there, that's pretty hubris of you. So again, the final expedition, whatever you want to call it, is what it is. It doesn't prove the shape of the Earth. There's scientific proof of the shape of the Earth. If you have any proof that the Earth is not flat, let's see it, because we haven't seen it.
So even though Dave demonstrated that he could completely and properly debunk this claim of a green screen and do an actual scientific observation, notice how he made it very clear that he was demonstrating by touching his background that it was real and not a green screen. He came up with a hypothesis as to why the chroma key glitch occurred and then successfully reproduced it and showed that that was what was being seen on the original video. Now, the interesting thing about this is David obviously can do a good observation. What's kept him from doing that for the last how many years he's been doing this? Why doesn't he apply this same sort of scientific rigor to his quote-unquote observations of the flat Earth? And in fact, even after demonstrating his ability to do proper scientific work, he goes on to basically claim that there are so many proofs of the flat Earth we can safely ignore this one quote-unquote data point. And then he waxes philosophical by saying that things that go on in the sky don't prove the shape of the Earth, and it's hubris, great word, hubris, that man could think he could possibly figure out the sky all on his own. So while he did do a good observation in this particular clip, but what he's trying to do is he's trying to appease both sides of the argument and set himself up to be the quote-unquote reasonable one that both sides should look to when this all shakes out. But more importantly, now he's going to address the flat Earth community in general. Let's hear what he has to say.
Verify everything. And, but the thing is, we sent our two best guys down there, and now everyone's turning on them. Everyone's saying, oh, they were in a green screen studio. They were not. We were FaceTiming with them. We were talking with them. They were walking around. There's hundreds of cameras, right? Yes, Will Duffy went down there with a bunch of deceivers. There was a lot of things to be questioning about what happened down there. Why did the Glovers get there 2 days before? Why was it cloudy for months, and then the day they got there was blue sky? Why did they have to leave a day earlier? There was a storm coming in, but then there was a whole group of other people coming in to enjoy the storm. I don't know. Maybe it's just flights that were affected. There's lots of issues. And then the shadows, that's interesting. Let's look at that. But the shadows, some of the shadow videos I've seen, there's curved, the land is on a hill, so the shadows are looking different. It's not perfectly flat. It's not like a frozen lake. Again, everybody relax. Earth is flat. Doesn't matter, right? It's provably flat. So chill out and don't turn on our best guys.
Now, this also is a very interesting approach. He's telling the flat Earth that they shouldn't sacrifice their two quote-unquote best guys that went down to Antarctica, specifically, I guess, Austin Whitsitt and Jaron. However, he then again hedges his bets, saying, well, it's not that big of a deal. There's ample proof of the flat Earth. We don't have to worry about this so much, and it's not worth losing, quote-unquote, our best guys over. And then after chastising the flat Earth community for trying to excommunicate these two flat earthers that went to Antarctica, he then appeases them a little bit by saying, well, there was a lot of questionable things that we can look into. The timing of the flights, shadows, breath, things like that have been brought up. And while he's acknowledging that, it seems more of a bone that he's tossing to the flat Earth community after he just derided them for trying to excommunicate Jaron and Whitsitt. So in the first couple of episodes of this series, we saw the direct attacks from Nathan, and now we're seeing the kind of slip in from the back door approach. Let's please everybody and just set myself up as the guy that's going to come out on top at the end approach that is being used by David Weiss. Now in future episodes, I'll also be looking at some of the nonsense that's been put out by Eric Dubay, and we're also going to go back to Oakley's place because Whitsitt came back. So in the meantime, this is Bob the Science Guy. Thank you very much for stopping by. Remember, like and subscribe to the channel, and if you wish to become a Patreon to help support the Observatory, the link's in the chat, and it's always welcome. Take care, guys.